"Don't open that door," Ethan whispers, gripping the wall outside the cracked frame. Inside, Lena's voice stays calm. "Eat slowly. You need strength." A spoon clinks against porcelain. Weak hands tremble. Ethan leans closer. The smell of old wood and medicine hits him. This is not her life. This is not where she should be. He checks his watch. 6:42 p.m. She left his penthouse 30 minutes ago with groceries. Now she's here, feeding someone. "Where did you get this?" a fragile voice asks. "I'll handle it," Lena replies, soft but firm. Ethan pushes the door slightly. The light falls across two faces. His breath stops. His father's eyes, his mother's hand, both thinner, both older, both here. Pause for a second. Would you walk in or stay hidden? Subscribe if you want the truth. Ethan steps back into the shadow. One question hits him hard. Why is she here? Instead of him? Ethan presses his back against the wall, breath tight. Inside, his mother coughs. He's not coming, is he? Silence cuts through the room. Lena does not answer right away. She wipes her mouth gently with a napkin. "Focus on eating." "I raised him better," his father says, voice low but sharp. Ethan flinches like he's been hit. He checks the hallway. No one around, just peeling paint and a flickering light above. 6:44 p.m. 2 minutes feel like hours. "I called him last week." His mother continues, straight to voicemail. Lena sets the bowl down harder this time. "You need rest, not stress." Ethan's jaw tightens. She knew everything, and she never said a word. He moves closer to the door again, closer than before, close enough to hear the next sentence clearly. "Don't defend him," his father says. "So why are you still helping us?" Lena exhales slowly. "Because someone has to." The room goes quiet. Ethan's fingers curl into his palm. That answer lands harder than any insult. His mother looks down at the bowl. "He used to bring us food himself." "That was before," his father cuts in. "Before what?" Ethan leans closer, heart pounding. "Before success. Before money. Before he decided they no longer fit his life. I told him we were struggling," his mother whispers. "I told him everything. And he chose silence," his father replies. Ethan's chest tightens. That's not how he remembers it. He gave them money. He handled things, didn't he? Lena stands now, adjusting the blanket over his mother's shoulders. "You're not alone." "Not anymore." Ethan's breath catches again. "Not alone? Then what does that make him?" He steps forward without thinking. The floor creaks. 3 heads turn toward the door at once, and Lena sees him. "Ethan?" Lena's voice drops, sharp and still. The room freezes. His mother's spoon slips. It hits the bowl with a dull sound. His father squints toward the doorway. "Who's there?" Ethan steps inside. No more shadows. No more hiding. "It's me." The words feel heavy in his mouth. His mother stares. Her eyes widen, then fill. "You came?" Not relief, not joy, just disbelief. Ethan looks at Lena first. "You followed me?" she asks, low. "I should be asking you that," he fires back. Her expression hardens. "This isn't your place to question." His father lets out a dry laugh. Now he shows up. Ethan's jaw tightens. "I didn't know." "Don't lie," Lena cuts in. Silence hits again. He looks between them. The room feels smaller now. Every second exposes more. But one thing doesn't make sense. How long has she been doing this behind his back? How long? Ethan asks, voice tight. Lena doesn't blink. Long enough to know they needed help. His mother looks between them. "You knew her?" Ethan nods slowly. "She works for me." The room shifts. His father lets out a bitter laugh. "Of course she does." Lena steps forward, placing herself between Ethan and the bed. "Don't do this here." "Do what?" Ethan snaps. "Take care of my own parents? Now you care?" She fires back. Silence slams into the room again. His mother grips the blanket. "Please, stop." Ethan softens for a second, but Lena doesn't. "They called you," she says, "more than once." "I was busy," Ethan replies. "With what?" He doesn't answer, because he can't. Lena shakes her head slowly. Then answer this, she says. Why did it take you following me? To find your own parents. Ethan, your mother called again. I said I'll handle it, he replies, not looking up. The glass walls of his San Francisco office reflect the city below. Cars move fast. Deals move faster. His assistant hesitates. She sounded worried. Everyone sounds worried, Ethan says, signing another document. That's not new. 8:15 a.m., 3 meetings lined up, 2 investors waiting, 1 acquisition closing today, no space for distractions. His phone lights up again on the desk. Mom calling. He flips it face down without breaking rhythm. Across the room, Lena wipes the surface quietly. She notices everything, says nothing. You should at least answer, the assistant adds. Ethan stands, grabbing his jacket. If it's important, they'll leave a message. The call stops. A second later, a voicemail notification appears. He ignores that too. Lena pauses for a second, eyes on the screen. Then she looks at him and realizes something is already wrong. Lunch is set for 1, the assistant says, walking beside him. Cancel it, Ethan replies. Push everything forward. They move through the hallway fast. Staff step aside. No one slows him down. His phone vibrates again in his hand. Voicemail from Mom. He exhales sharply and presses play without stopping. Ethan, please call us back. Your father. The message cuts as he stops it. Not now. He slips the phone into his pocket. Car is ready, the driver says outside. Ethan nods, sliding into the back seat. The city rushes past the window. Across from him, documents stacked neatly. Numbers, growth, control. His phone lights again. Same contact. This time, Lena is in the reflection of the glass behind him. She had followed down to hand him a file. She sees the name. She sees him ignore it again. Ethan stares ahead, jaw tight. But one thing lingers. What was his mother about to say before he cut the call? Ethan, you missed our call. His father's voice plays through the speaker this time. No greeting, no softness. Ethan listens for 2 seconds, then lowers the volume. We need to talk. It's urgent. He ends it. The car stops at a red light. 12:07 p.m. Outside, people cross the street without looking at him. Inside, he looks at numbers again. Profit margins, expansion plans, control. His phone buzzes once more. Home. He declines it instantly. In the front seat, the driver glances at him through the mirror, then looks away. No one questions him. No one challenges him, except one person. Back at the office, Lena stands near his desk again. Quiet, watching. You forgot this, she says, placing a folder down. Ethan nods without looking up. Her eyes shift to the phone on the table. Missed calls, back to back. She looks at him again, and this time, she speaks. Are you going to keep ignoring them? Ethan looks up slowly. That's not your concern. Lena doesn't move. It becomes my concern when it keeps happening. Silence hangs between them. He leans back in his chair. You're here to clean, not question me. Her jaw tightens, but her voice stays steady. I'm here every day. I see everything. That doesn't give you the right. Maybe not, she says, but it says something. Ethan stands now. The room feels smaller. What exactly do you think it says? That you're avoiding something, she replies. His phone lights again. Mom calling, right in front of her. He picks it up this time, holds it, watches it ring. Lena doesn't look away. Answer it, she says quietly. Ethan's thumb hovers over the screen. For a second, it almost feels possible. Then the call ends. He drops the phone back on the table. I have bigger problems, he says. Lena studies him and asks one question. Bigger than your own parents? Ethan's expression hardens. You don't understand how this works. Lena folds her arms. Then explain it. He steps closer, voice low. Everything I built depends on focus. Distractions cost money. Your parents are distractions? She asks. They're complicated, he replies. That's not an answer. His phone buzzes again. This time, it's a text. Dad, we can't keep going like this. Please. Ethan reads it, doesn't reply. Lena sees the screen before he locks it. You're choosing this, she says. I'm managing my life, he snaps. At their expense. Silence. For a second, something shifts in his face. Then it's gone. I'll send money, he says. That solves it. Lena shakes her head slowly. Money doesn't sit beside them when they're sick. Ethan looks away, because he knows she's right, but he still doesn't move. And that's the moment something breaks. Ethan, we need help. His mother's voice comes through the phone, weak but steady. Ethan closes his office door. I already sent money last month. It's not enough, she says. Your father's condition is getting worse. He exhales sharply. Then, hire someone. We tried. They left. Then find another, he replies, pacing now. Silence stretches on the line. We don't need strangers, his father cuts in. We need our son. Ethan stops walking. This again, he mutters. Don't talk like that, his mother says. We're asking you to come. I don't have time, he fires back. You always say that. Because it's true. His grip tightens around the phone. I built something here, he says. I can't drop everything. For us. His father asks. Ethan doesn't answer, because the answer is clear, and they both hear it anyway. We raised you, his father says, voice firm now. Ethan rubs his forehead. And I'm grateful. But I can't keep doing this. Doing what? His mother asks. Answering our calls? Dropping everything every time something goes wrong, he snaps. Something is already wrong, his father replies. Ethan walks to the window. The city stretches wide below him. I have responsibilities, he says. And we don't? His father fires back. Silence again. Ethan's jaw tightens. This isn't working, he says finally. You depend on me too much. His mother's breath shakes. We're your parents. That doesn't mean I have to be there every time. The words land heavy. Too heavy. You're not hearing yourself, his father says. I hear myself clearly, Ethan replies. And that's the problem, because he means every word. But one sentence still hangs between them. What happens when we can't call you anymore? Then you'll have to figure something else out, Ethan says. The words come out flat. Final. On the other end, silence stretches longer than before. His mother breathes in slowly. Ethan. Listen to yourself. I am, he replies. No, his father cuts in. You're running. Ethan turns from the window. I'm moving forward. At our expense, his father says. Ethan checks the time. 3:28 p.m. Another meeting in 2 minutes. I don't have time for this, he says. You don't have time for us. His mother corrects softly. That hits, but not enough to stop him. I'll send more money, he says. That's what you need. We need you, she replies. Ethan closes his eyes for a second, then opens them, cold again. That's not something I can give right now. A quiet sound comes through the line. Not anger, something worse. Disappointment. Then when? His mother asks, voice breaking. Ethan tightens his grip on the phone. I don't know. That's not an answer, his father says. It's the only one I have. Ethan replies. You always had time before, his mother says. Before I had something to lose. He snaps. The words echo in the room. Even he hears how they sound. Something to lose? His father repeats. So we're what? Nothing. Ethan doesn't respond, because any answer will make it worse. Say it. His father pushes. I'm not doing this, Ethan says. You already did, his father replies. Silence hits again. His mother tries once more. Just come this weekend. Please. Ethan shakes his head, even though they can't see it. I can't. The line goes quiet. No goodbye. No argument left. Just the sound of the call ending, and something between them, breaking for good. The call ends. Ethan lowers the phone slowly. For a second, the room feels too quiet. Then a knock breaks it. Your meeting started, his assistant says from the door. I'm coming, Ethan replies, voice steady again. He adjusts his jacket, picks up his files, moves forward like nothing happened. But as he opens the door, Lena stands there. She heard enough. Not everything, but enough. You should go, she says quietly. Ethan pauses. Excuse me. To them, she adds. That's not your place, he replies, stepping past her. She turns, watching him. You're going to regret this. Ethan stops for a second. Just one. Then keeps walking. I don't regret decisions, he says. Lena's voice follows him down the hall. That's because you haven't felt this one yet. Ethan doesn't turn back, but something in that sentence stays with him, and it doesn't let go. Send it to them. Ethan signs the transfer without hesitation. Amount, $25,000. His assistant nods. Done. That should cover everything, Ethan says, already moving to the next file. No call, no visit, just money. Days pass, then weeks. His phone stays quiet now. No missed calls, no voicemails, nothing. At first, it feels easier, cleaner, no interruptions, no pressure, until the silence starts to feel different. Too complete, too final. At night, he checks his phone once. No messages. He puts it down again. Back at the penthouse, Lena moves quietly through the rooms. She finishes early now, leaves before sunset. Every day, no explanation. You're leaving already? Ethan asks one evening. I'm done here, she replies, grabbing her bag. He checks the time. 5:12 p.m., earlier than usual. He watches her walk out, and for the first time, something feels off. The next day she leaves at 5:07 p.m., earlier. Ethan notices without trying to. You're cutting hours now? He asks as she passes him. I finish what I need to, Lena replies. That's not what I asked. She stops at the door, then asks something that matters. Ethan studies her. Where do you go every day? Lena holds his gaze. Home. That's not true. A pause. Then she opens the door. Good night, Ethan. And walks out again. The door closes. Ethan stands there longer than he should. He checks the time. 5:08 p.m. Too early. Every day now. Same pattern. Same exit. No explanation. Later that night, he scrolls through security logs. Entry. Exit. Timestamps. Consistent. Too consistent. He leans back, thinking, this is not random. This is routine. And routines mean something. So where is she going? Every single day. The next evening, Ethan waits by the window. 5:03 p.m. Lena finishes the last room without looking at him. You're leaving again, he says. I told you, I'm done here, she replies. You're done early, he presses. She picks up her bag. I work fast. That's not the point. Then what is? Ethan steps closer. You disappear every day at the same time. Lena's eyes narrow slightly. You tracking me now? Maybe I should. A beat. She smiles, but it's not warm. Then do it. The words land harder than expected. She walks past him. The door shuts. Ethan stands still for 2 seconds, then moves. He grabs his keys. Down the elevator, through the lobby, just in time to see her step onto the street. She doesn't look back. Ethan slows his pace, keeps distance. For the first time, he follows, and he has no idea where she's leading him. Lena turns left, without warning. Ethan slows, keeping space between them. 5:16 p.m. Traffic hums across Market Street. She doesn't head toward the train, doesn't call a ride. She walks, fast, past the clean blocks, past the glass buildings, into streets Ethan never visits. He watches her cross into a worn neighborhood. Paint fades, signs flicker. People sit outside, watching everything. This is not her world, and it's definitely not his. She doesn't hesitate, like she knows every step. Ethan keeps following, careful now. One wrong move, and she'll notice. She turns again, then again. A pattern, a route. This is not random. She's done this before, many times. She stops at a small store, buys something, leaves quickly. No wasted time. Ethan stays across the street, watching, waiting, trying to understand one thing. Why does she come here every single day? Lena steps out of the store with 2 heavy bags. Ethan watches from across the street. Groceries, basic, cheap, not for her. She checks the time. 5:28 p.m., then walks again, faster now, like she's late. Ethan follows, keeping distance. She turns down a narrow street. No cameras, No traffic. Quiet. Too quiet. He slows. Something about this feels different, more deliberate. She stops in front of a small house. Old paint, weak light in the window. Not abandoned, but close. She knocks twice. No answer. She knocks again. This time, the door opens slowly. Ethan leans forward slightly, trying to see inside. Just a shadow at first. Then a voice. Weak. You came back. Lena steps in without hesitation. The door closes behind her. Ethan stands there, frozen, because one thing becomes clear. This is not the first time, and whatever is inside that house, she's been hiding it from him. Ethan doesn't move from the corner. The door stays shut. No sound, no movement, just that house, and whatever is inside it. He checks the time. 5:31 p.m., 3 minutes since she walked in. Too long to ignore. He steps closer, slow, careful. Every step feels louder than it should. He stops just before the door, listens. A faint voice, then another, not clear, not loud, but enough to know one thing. She's not alone in there. Ethan steps back again. This isn't random. This isn't a mistake. This is something she's been doing. Every day. Behind his back, his jaw tightens. If you feel something is off already, like this video and tell me what you think he'll find. Ethan looks at the house one last time, then turns away. Not because he's done, because he's decided something else. Tomorrow, he won't just follow. He'll be ready. The next day, Ethan prepares before she finishes work. No waiting, no guessing. He changes his schedule, cancels a meeting, reschedule it. He tells his assistant. That's not like you, she replies. It is today, 5 p. He's already in his car, engine off, eyes on the entrance. He watches the clock. 5:06 p.m. Right on time. Lena walks out with the same bag, same pace, same direction. Routine. Ethan starts the engine without looking away, keeps distance. One car behind. She doesn't turn, doesn't check, like she knows no one would follow her. Traffic builds, then clears. She takes the same turns as yesterday, same streets, same path. No hesitation. Ethan's grip tightens on the wheel. This confirms it. Not random, not once. This is planned. Every day, every step. And today, he's going to see it all. Lena parks 2 blocks away this time. Ethan notices immediately. Different move. Same destination. She steps out, lifting the grocery bags again. No rush, no panic. Like she knows exactly what she's doing. Ethan parks farther back. Engine off. Lights out. He watches her walk, counts her steps, tracks every turn. This is no longer curiosity. This is control. She passes the same store, doesn't stop today, straight to the narrow street. Same house, same door. She knocks once. It opens faster this time, like they were waiting. She goes in, door shuts. Ethan stays in the car for 2 seconds, then steps out. He moves closer than yesterday. No hesitation now, no second guessing. He reaches the house, stands at the same spot. But this time, he doesn't stay outside. His hand lifts toward the door and stops midair, because inside, he hears something new. He won't come, a weak voice says inside. Ethan freezes. That voice, familiar, too familiar. Another voice answers. Lena's. You don't know that. I do, the man replies. He chose his life. Ethan's chest tightens. He steps closer, closer than before. Now every word is clear. He used to visit. The woman says softly. That was before, the man answers. Before what? Ethan's hand presses against the door. He doesn't push, not yet. Inside, a chair scrapes the floor. Lena moves. You need to eat, she says. Why do you keep helping us? The woman asks. A pause, longer this time. Ethan leans in, waiting, because this answer matters more than anything. Lena speaks again, and what she says next is something he never expected to hear, because he won't. Lena's voice cuts through the room. Ethan feels it hit before he can react. Inside, silence follows, heavy, unavoidable. His father exhales slowly. You don't owe us anything. I know, Lena replies. but that doesn't mean I walk away. Ethan's grip tightens against the door. Every word lands harder now. His mother speaks again, weaker this time. He used to care. He still does, Lena says. No, his father answers. He sends money. Silence again. Ethan's jaw tightens. That's not fair. Or is it? He leans his head slightly against the wood, listening, hearing everything he avoided, everything he refused to face. Inside, Lena moves closer to them. You're not alone, she says. Ethan closes his eyes. Because now there's no doubt left. He knows exactly what's behind this door. And tomorrow, he won't stay outside. The next evening, Ethan arrives earlier. 4:52 p.m. Engine off. Eyes fixed on the entrance. No delays today. No mistakes. Lena steps out at 5:05 p.m. sharp. Same bag. Same pace. Ethan starts the car without hesitation. This time, he doesn't keep distance. He stays close. One turn, then another. She doesn't notice. Or she pretends not to. The streets change faster today. Less traffic. Fewer lights. Buildings drop in height. Paint fades. Ethan grips the wheel tighter. This route feels deeper. More hidden. She passes the usual turn. Keeps going. That's new. Ethan narrows his eyes. She's adjusting or testing. Either way, this isn't routine anymore. She finally slows near a broken streetlight. Parks. Ethan stops farther back. Watches her step out. No hesitation. No fear. Just purpose. And one thought hits him hard. How long has she been coming here? Without him ever knowing. Lena doesn't take the same path. Ethan notices immediately. She cuts through a side alley. Narrow. Dim. He parks fast. Steps out. Follows on foot. Distance matters now. Too close, she'll hear him. Too far, he'll lose her. Her pace stays steady. Like she's done this before. Like she knows every corner. Ethan keeps to the wall. Watches her pass a group of men sitting outside. They look at her. Say nothing. She doesn't react. That tells him everything. She belongs here. Or at least, she's been here long enough. She turns again, then slows. Ethan stops just before the corner. Waits. Listens. A door creaks ahead. He leans slightly. Sees her step inside a different house. Not the same one. New location. Same pattern. Ethan's mind sharpens. This isn't one visit. This is a network. Multiple stops. Multiple secrets. And now, he's only seen the surface. Ethan waits outside the second house. 5:19 p.m. No movement. He steps closer to the window. Keeps low. Inside, voices overlap. More than two, not just his parents. Something else is happening here. He shifts position, tries to see through the curtain. A shadow moves across the room. Then another. Lena's voice cuts through. Line up, one at a time. Line up? Ethan frowns. This isn't just care. This is organized. He hears coughing, a chair scraping. Then, a man's voice. You're back again? I said I would be, Lena replies. Ethan pulls back slightly. This changes everything. She's not just visiting. She's running something. Or helping more people than he ever knew. His phone buzzes suddenly in his pocket. Loud. Too loud. Inside, the voices stop. Footsteps move toward the door. Ethan freezes. Because this time, he might get caught. The door handle turns. Ethan steps back fast, pressing into the wall. The door opens halfway. A man steps out, scanning the street. Ethan holds his breath, doesn't move. The man looks left, then right, pauses, then shuts the door again. Ethan exhales slowly. Too close. Inside, voices resume. Lower now. Careful. Ethan steps away from the window. This is bigger than he thought. Not just one house, not just his parents. Lena is moving between places, helping multiple people, and she never said a word. Why? Ethan looks down the street, then back at the door. He could leave now, pretend he never saw this, go back to his life, control everything again, or he could stay, push further, find the full truth. He checks the time, 5:27 p.m. Lena won't stay long. If he wants answers, he has one chance left. So what does he do next? Ethan steps away from the house, not retreating, positioning. He moves to the corner where he can see both exits. No mistakes now. 5:33 p.m. The door opens again. Lena steps out, faster this time. No bags, no pause. She moves like she's late for the next stop. Ethan watches carefully. She locks the door behind her, checks nothing, keeps moving. He waits 2 seconds, then follows again. She turns down another street, this time darker, quieter. No shops, no people, just a row of houses with dim lights. Ethan slows. Something feels different here, more private, more hidden. She stops at the last house on the block, doesn't knock, uses a key, and walks straight in. Ethan's steps stop completely. A key, that means access. That means trust, or something deeper. He stares at the door, because now the question changes. Who lives in this house? That gave her a key. Ethan steps closer to the last house. The door stays shut behind Lena. No light escapes. No sound reaches the street. He moves to the side window, low, careful. His hand rests against the wall. He leans in just enough to see inside. Dim light fills the room. A small table, 2 chairs, and Lena, standing over someone. Sit up, she says gently. A weak hand lifts, trembling. Ethan's eyes narrow. There are 2 figures, thin, still, fragile, too fragile. Lena places a bowl on the table. Steam rises. You need to eat, she says again. The woman shakes her head slightly. I'm tired, she whispers. Ethan's chest tightens. That voice, he's heard it before. Not here, not like this, but somewhere close, too close. He leans in further, trying to see their faces clearly, because one thought is forming fast, and he's not ready to accept it yet. Just a few bites, Lena says, lifting the spoon. The woman opens her mouth slowly. Ethan watches her hands, thin, shaking, familiar, too familiar. He shifts slightly. The floor creaks under his weight. Inside, Lena pauses. Did you hear that? The man asks. Ethan freezes. Probably the wind, Lena replies. But her eyes move toward the window. Ethan holds still, doesn't breathe. Seconds pass. Then she turns back. Focus, she says. The man coughs, deep, painful. Ethan clenches his jaw. That sound hits something in him. A memory. Hospital visits, late nights, before everything changed. Did he call today? The woman asks softly. Lena doesn't answer right away. Ethan leans closer again, because now the question matters, more than anything. No, Lena says finally. Silence follows, and Ethan feels it land, harder than any words. He used to call every day, the woman says. Ethan's chest tightens. Every day. That was before the meetings, before the deals, before he stopped picking up. He got busy, Lena replies. The man lets out a dry laugh. Busy forgetting us. Ethan shakes his head slightly. That's not true, or at least, that's not how he sees it. He leans closer to the glass. The light shifts. Now he sees more. The man turns slightly. Ethan's breath stops. That profile, that exact line of his jaw, his father's face, older, thinner, but the same. Ethan steps back instinctively. No, that can't be. Inside, the woman speaks again. He'll come, she whispers. The man doesn't respond, because they both know something, and Ethan is starting to feel it too. But one question still holds him there. If that's his father, then who is the woman? Lena adjusts the blanket. You're cold again. The woman nods weakly. It gets worse at night. Ethan leans closer. The light hits her face. Soft, fragile, and unmistakable. His mother. He stumbles back a step. No mistake now. No doubt left. Inside, she reaches for Lena's hand. Thank you for not leaving us. Ethan's chest tightens. Not leaving. The words echo. Because he did. You're safe here, Lena says. Safe? His father repeats. We're hiding. From what? His mother asks. Lena hesitates. Just for a second. Ethan leans in again. That pause means something. We're managing, Lena replies. That's not an answer. His father notices too. You're not telling us everything, he says. Lena looks toward the door, toward Ethan, like she feels him there. And now Ethan realizes something else. This isn't just about care. There's something they're all avoiding. Did you tell him where we are? His father asks. Lena's voice drops. No. Ethan's chest tightens again. So they're hiding. From him. His mother looks between them. Why would we hide from our own son? Silence fills the room. Lena doesn't answer. His father does, because he chose his life over us. Ethan's jaw locks. That's not how it happened. Or is it? He sent money, Lena says. That's not the same, his father replies. His mother closes her eyes. I don't want to fight anymore. Lena kneels beside her. You don't have to. Ethan steps closer to the door now. No more watching. No more waiting. His hand reaches for the handle. Inside, his father speaks again. If he ever shows up, I don't know what I'll say. Ethan's grip tightens, because now he's here, and everything is about to change. The door handle turns. Ethan pushes it open. The room falls silent instantly. 3 faces turn toward him. His mother's eyes widen first. Ethan. The name hangs in the air, heavy, unavoidable. His father stiffens in his chair. You actually came. No warmth, no relief, just distance. Lena stands up slowly. She doesn't look surprised. Just ready. You followed me, she says. Ethan steps inside fully now. I had to, he replies. To what? She fires back. Finally see what you ignored. His mother tries to sit up straighter. Please, don't start. But it's already started. Ethan looks at them again. Really looks this time. And the truth hits harder than anything else. This is how they've been living, without him. Because of him. Lena steps forward. And now there's no space left to hide. You don't get to walk in like this, Lena says, standing between him and the bed. Ethan's voice tightens. Move. No. The word lands sharp. His father watches quietly. Let him see. Lena doesn't step aside. He already saw enough, she replies. Not from me, Ethan says. Silence. His mother grips the blanket. Please, don't fight. Ethan's eyes stay on Lena. You've been hiding this. I've been handling what you refuse to, she shoots back. That's not your responsibility. It became mine when you disappeared. The room tightens again. Ethan takes a step closer. Lena doesn't move. They stand face to face now. No distance. No buffer. You should have told me, he says. And you should have shown up, she replies. That lands harder, because it's true, and everyone in the room feels it. I sent money, Ethan says. His father lets out a short laugh. You sent distance. Ethan's jaw tightens. I made sure you had what you needed. No, Lena cuts in. You made sure you didn't have to show up. Silence hits again. His mother looks at Ethan. We waited. For how long? He asks, voice low. She doesn't answer, because she doesn't need to. Ethan looks away for a second, then back at Lena. You think you know everything? I know enough, she replies. Enough to judge me. Enough to step in when you didn't. The words land sharp. Ethan steps closer again. You crossed a line. Lena shakes her head. No. I stepped into a space you left empty. That shifts something in the room, because now it's not just about blame. It's about what he chose, and what she refused to ignore. Say it, Lena says. Ethan frowns. Say what? That you left them. Silence. His father watches closely. His mother holds her breath. Ethan's voice drops. I didn't leave. You stopped showing up, Lena replies. That's the same thing. That's your opinion. No, she says. That's their reality. His mother looks down. His father leans forward slightly. Answer her. Ethan's jaw tightens again. I had responsibilities, he says. At their expense. Lena fires back. They were taken care of. By who? She asks. No answer. Because there isn't one. Lena steps aside just enough to reveal the room. The worn chairs. The weak light. The shaking hands. This is what taken care of looks like, she says. Ethan's eyes scan everything. And, for the first time, he has no defense left. His mother looks up at him. Why didn't you come? Ethan opens his mouth. Nothing comes out. His father leans back. Because we weren't worth the time. That's not true, Ethan says quickly. Then prove it. Lena cuts in. Silence. Heavy. Ethan looks between them. His parents. Lena. The room. All of it pressing in at once. I didn't know it was this bad, he says. Lena's expression hardens. You didn't want to know. That hits harder than anything else. His mother's voice shakes. We called you. I was busy, Ethan replies. His father shakes his head slowly. You were gone. The words land. Final. Lena steps closer again. So what now? She asks. Ethan looks at her, then at them, then back at her. Because now everything comes down to one thing. What is he going to do? Right now? I'll fix this, Ethan says. The words come fast. Too fast. Lena doesn't move. How? I'll move you somewhere better, he tells his parents. A hospital. Private care. Whatever you need. His father shakes his head slowly. Now, you have time? Ethan steps closer. I'm here now. That's not the same, Lena replies. It's a start, he snaps. No, she says. It's a reaction. Silence hits again. His mother looks at him, eyes tired. Why now? Ethan hesitates. Because the answer is right in front of him. Because he got caught. I didn't know, he says again. Lena exhales. You keep saying that. Ethan's voice tightens. What do you want me to say? The truth, she replies. He looks at her, then at his parents. And for the first time, he doesn't have control anymore. Say it, Lena repeats. Ethan looks at his father, then at his mother. His voice drops. I chose work over you. Silence. No one moves. His father nods once. That's honest. His mother's eyes fill. Why? Ethan swallows. I thought, if I built enough, it would make up for everything. It didn't, she says. I see that now. Lena watches him. Seeing it now doesn't undo it. I know, he replies. He steps closer to the bed. Slower this time. No force. No command. Let me help, he says. His father looks away. We learned how to live without you. That hits harder than anything. Ethan's shoulders drop. For the first time, he doesn't argue, doesn't defend, doesn't explain, because there's nothing left to protect. Just one question remains. Is it already too late for him to stay? Ethan drops to his knees. Not planned, not controlled. It just happens. I'm sorry, he says. The words come out rough. His mother looks at him, stunned. His father doesn't turn. You don't do that. His father says quietly. Do what? Ethan asks. Disappear. Then come back when it's convenient. Ethan shakes his head. It's not convenient. I messed up. Lena watches closely, not moved, not convinced. Sorry doesn't feed them, she says. I know, Ethan replies. Sorry doesn't sit here every night, she continues. I know, he repeats. His voice cracks slightly. That's new. Ethan looks up at her. I'm not asking for forgiveness, he says. Then what are you asking for? Lena asks. He pauses. Because this part matters. More than anything else, he said. A chance, he answers. And now the room decides. If he deserves one. A chance? His father repeats. Ethan nods slowly. His father finally turns to face him. You had years, he says. Ethan doesn't look away. I know. His mother reaches out slightly. Stops halfway. Like she doesn't know if she should. Lena steps in. You don't get to ask for chances like this. Ethan stands now. Then tell me how. You don't ask, she says. You prove it. How? Stay, she replies. One word. Heavy. Simple. Ethan looks around the room. No comfort. No control. No exit. Just them. And everything he avoided. I have responsibilities, he says again. Lena shakes her head. You had a choice. Silence. Ethan looks at his parents, then back at her. Because now, it's clear. This isn't about money anymore. This is about what he's willing to give up. To stay. Ethan takes a slow breath, then pulls out his phone. Lena watches closely. His father doesn't react. His mother leans forward slightly. Ethan dials. Cancel everything tomorrow, he says when the call connects. A pause. No, not reschedule. Cancel. Another pause. I won't be in the office. He ends the call. Silence fills the room again. Different, this time. He sets the phone down on the table. No hesitation, no second thought. I'm staying, he says. His father studies him. His mother's eyes soften. Just a little. Lena doesn't react. Not yet. Because words are easy. She steps closer. Tonight is one night, she says. Ethan nods. I know. Tomorrow is another test. I know. She holds his gaze. And after that? Ethan doesn't look away. Then I keep choosing them. And now? They all wait to see if he means it. Morning comes without comfort. Ethan wakes in a chair. Neck stiff. Lights still on. His phone buzzes. He looks at the screen. 12 missed calls. Investors. Board members. His assistant. Pressure returns fast. Loud. Familiar. He stands slowly. Looks toward the bed. His parents are still asleep. Lena is already awake. Watching him. You can still leave, she says. Ethan looks at his phone again. Everything he built is pulling him back. Everything he ignored is right in front of him. I'm not leaving, he says. Not today, she replies. Ethan steps closer. Not tomorrow either. Lena studies him. No reaction yet, because this is where it gets real. His phone rings again. He answers this time, not to return, but to change something, and whatever he says next will decide which life he keeps. Ethan, where are you? His assistant asks. I'm not coming in, he replies. Silence on the line. That's not possible, she says. The board is waiting. They'll keep waiting. This deal took months. I know. Then why? Because I chose wrong before. Ethan cuts in. I'm not doing that again. Another pause. This could cost you everything, she says. Ethan looks at his parents, then at Lena, then back at them. I already lost something worse, he replies. He ends the call. The room stays quiet. Different now. Not heavy. Not tense. Just still. His mother stirs slightly. Opens her eyes. You're still here, she says. Ethan nods. I said I would be. She studies him, like she's trying to believe it. And now there's only one thing left to prove. Will he still be here? Tomorrow? A knock hits the door. Sharp. Unexpected. Ethan turns instantly. Lena moves first. Opens it slightly. 2 men stand outside. Suits. Serious faces. We're looking for Ethan Cole, one says. Ethan steps forward. I'm here. The man studies him. You missed a mandatory board session. I know. You need to come with us. No. The word lands hard. The second man steps closer. This isn't optional. Lena shifts, blocking part of the doorway. It is today, Ethan says. The man's tone sharpens. You're risking your position. Ethan nods once. I already made my decision. Silence. The men exchange a look. Then one leans in slightly. If you don't walk out now, you may not have anything to come back to. Ethan doesn't move. Because for the first time, he's not thinking about what he might lose. He's thinking about what he already did. Give us a minute, Ethan says. The men hesitate, then step back. Lena closes the door halfway. You don't have to do this, she says. Ethan shakes his head. I do. His father watches from the bed. You can go. His mother nods slowly. We'll be fine. Ethan looks at them. Really looks. No, he says. This time, I stay. Silence fills the room. Lena studies him, still not convinced. Staying isn't one decision, she says. It's a pattern. Ethan nods. I'll build that pattern. His father exhales slowly. You said that before. Ethan steps closer to him. I didn't understand before, and now you do. Ethan glances at Lena, then back at them. Yes, because now he sees something clearly. This isn't about fixing one moment. It's about earning every moment after, and that takes more than words. It takes time. Ethan walks back to the door, opens it fully. The 2 men look at him, waiting. Well? One asks. Ethan steps outside, closes the door behind him. I'm not coming, he says. The man exhales sharply. You're making a mistake. Ethan nods. I already did. I'm fixing it now. This will cost you your position. Then it does. Silence. They study him, trying to see if he'll break. He doesn't. Last chance, the second man says. Ethan shakes his head once. No. They leave without another word. Ethan stands there for a second, then turns back, opens the door again, walks inside. No hesitation, no doubt. His mother looks at him. His father says nothing. Lena watches closely. Ethan steps forward and sits beside them. No title, no power, just presence. And this time, he doesn't plan to leave.